Hi everybody. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we can solve quadratic equations by factorizing. In example 1, we'll look at using one pair of brackets. In examples 2 and 3, we'll use two brackets. And in the final example, we'll do a bit of rearranging before we factorize. So if we begin with example 1, we need to solve each of these equations. And when you factorize, this means you're writing the equation using a pair of brackets. We need to factor out a common term. And you can see the common term with x squared and negative 3x is x. So if we factor out the x, then we have x multiplied by x to make the x squared. And then we need to take away the 3. So we have negative 3x. And this will equal 0. So by taking out the common factor of x, we have factorized the quadratic. Now we know that this means x multiplied by x minus 3. And whenever you multiply anything by 0, we get 0. So our solutions will be when each of these equals 0. So our first solution is when x equals 0. Our second solution is when this bracket equals 0. So x must equal positive 3. And we can see how this works. If we have 0 squared minus 3 lots of 0, we do get 0. Or if we have 3 squared minus 3 lots of 3, we have 9, take away itself, again we get 0. So you can see that these are our two solutions. What do you think we need to factor out for question B to get a pair of brackets? So we can see that the common term is x. So if we factor out the x, then we need x multiplied by itself to make the x squared term, and we need x multiplied by 1 to make the x term, and this will equal 0. So what do you think our two solutions will be? Well, our two solutions will be when each of these terms equals 0. So this one must be 0, and this one must be 0. So our first solution is 0, and then the second solution is when this equals 0, so x must equal negative 1. Again, we can check this works. 0 squared at 0 is 0. Negative 1 squared is 1. Add the negative 1. 1 take away 1 does give us 0. So for question C, what do you think we need to do first in order to factorize? Well, the first thing we need to do is to make the quadratic equal 0. So we'll take away 6x from both sides. And then these two will cancel. So we'll have x squared minus 6x will equal 0. And then what do you think we need to factor out? So now we need to factor out the x again. We'll have x minus 6. So our solutions will be when x is 0, and when x minus 6 equals 0, x will equal 6. So these will be our two solutions. Okay? So that's how you solve a quadratic involving one bracket. In example 2, we're going to look at two brackets. So for question A, we need to solve x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 0. And we're going to use two brackets. The first thing we need to make is the x squared term. So each bracket needs an x term, because when you multiply this out, we get the x squared here. And then this number multiplied by this number is the only way of getting a positive 4. So we need something multiplied by this one to give us a positive 4. So we need to find the factors of 4. Well, this is 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. The way we decide which pair to use is that one of the pairs will have to add to make the 4x. So which of these pairs do you think will add to make 4? Yes, so the 2 and 2 will make 4. So we'll have 2 here and 2 here. And they're both positive 2. So we can write this as x plus 2 multiplied by itself. So we'll only have one solution. This will be when this bracket equals 0. So x will equal negative 2. If we look at example B, we'll have two brackets. We need x in both to make the x squared term. And then this term multiplied by this one will give us a positive 12. So we need the factors of 12. 2 and 6, 3 and 4. And then we need the pair that will add to make the 7. So this will be 3 and 4. Positive 3 and positive 4. And this will equal 0. So what do you think the values of x will be? Well, this will be when this bracket equals 0. So x will equal negative 3. And when this bracket equals 0. So x will equal negative 4. These are our two solutions. Do you want to give question C a go? Think about how it's different to the other two and what you need to do first. Okay, so welcome back if you had a go. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make it equal 0. So we'll take away 8x from both sides. So we'll have x squared minus 8x plus 12 will equal 0. We'll have two brackets, and these two will multiply to make the positive 12. So a factor of 12. The problem we have now is that none of these pairs will add to make the negative 8. So there must be more combinations that multiply to make the 12. What do you think these are? So this is when you have a negative multiplied by a negative. And then the negative 2 plus the negative 6 does make negative 8. So we'll have minus 2 and minus 6. So the first bracket must equal 0. X will equal 2. The other bracket has to equal 0. So x will equal 6. So these are our solutions, 2 and 6. How did you get on with that? Let's try example 3. So do you want to work through these questions yourself? Remember that you need the quadratic to equal 0, and you need to think about the factors of a constant term. You can pause the video, and when you come back, you can check your solution with mine. Okay, so I'll come back if you had a go. So for question A, we'll have our two brackets, and we need two numbers that multiply to make the negative 6. One, this is 1, negative 6, 2 and negative 3. Or we could have negative 1 and positive 6, negative 2 and positive 3. And we need the combination which add to make the negative 1. So this would be 2 and negative 3. So we'll write these numbers in the brackets. And then our solutions will be when this bracket equals 0. So x will equal negative 2. And when this bracket equals 0, x must equal positive 3. Okay? For question B. Before we can solve it, we need to make it equal 0. So we'll have x squared minus 2x minus 24. And then we need the factors of negative 24. So we'll have negative 1, 24, negative 2 and 12, negative 3 and 8, negative 4 and 6. But you can see that none of these will add to make the negative 2. So we can try the other way. We'll make these negative, And then the 4 take away the 6 will give us the negative 2. So we've got x plus 4 and x minus 6. So in this bracket will equal 0, x will equal negative 4, and this bracket will equal 0, x will equal positive 6. How did you get on? And then for question C, we need to make it equal 0. So we'll have x squared, we'll take away 15x from both, and then we need to add the 36 to both. And then we need the factors of 36. But because they have to add to make a negative, we're looking at the negative factors of 36. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 18, negative 3, negative 12. Actually, we can stop there. Negative 3 add negative 12 will make negative 15. So we've got x minus 3, x minus 12. So our solutions will be x equals 3 and x equals 12. Okay? In example 4, the algebra is going to get a bit more tricky. Okay, so now we've been asked to solve this equation, and we're going to do it by factorizing a quadratic. So do you want to give this question a go yourself? Think about how you can cancel out this division of x. Okay, so I hope that went well. We need to multiply both sides by the x, because when you do that, the division and the multiplication will cancel. So we'll have x multiplied by x plus 1 to make the 6. And then we need to expand out this bracket. So we get x squared plus x. We can move this positive 6 to the left-hand side. And then we can factorize this. We need the factors of negative 6. And they must add to make positive 1, which we have here. So it'll be x minus 2 and x plus 3. So our solutions will be x equals 2 and x equals negative 3. Okay? Well, I hope that's given you an idea on how we can solve quadratics by factorizing. If you want more practice on this, you can download the worksheet and view the online lesson from my website. I'll leave a link to that in the description below.